We had finally made it to sunny Fort Lauderdale, where our friend Allie was to hop on board Rite of Passage. Allie and I had tried dating in the past, but we realized that we were better adventure buddies and best friends than we were a couple. This was either going to be completely amazing or an utter catastrophe having my ex-girlfriend on board a 30-foot boat. All possibilities aside, her company was well worth the risk. I think she's pretty cool.
What do I do right now?
Slow down.
I've received criticism for throwing people into the fire when it comes to new things and scary situations. My answer has always been that I don't have time for people who aren't ready to go all for it. Allie and Michael are both the type of people who will try anything and go anywhere. My kind of people. As Captain Ron said, if it's gonna happen out there, kitty. I had to do a little repair on the dinghy today. I dragged it over some shells the other day. They tell me to heads up because I'm about to get waked here. Yeah, you're a jerk. The rogue jet skiers were the least of our concerns when it came to boating in close proximities. It seems that a large amount of boaters in South Florida could care less about safety or courtesy.
Modelo, brought to you by sailing vessel Rite of Passage. Don't worry about them too much. I mean, you don't want to be zigzagging all over the place and fuck up everybody's lives, but these idiots, they can fuck off.
What about those ones over there?
Hey man, they're having a good time. I would love to be standing in the water right now.
We took hour-long shifts navigating the narrow canals and passed under the final drawbridge of the trip. After over 1,000 miles traveling down the ICW, waiting for countless bridges to open, we were thrilled by the prospect of not dealing with another. For this trip, at least.
What are you doing for the rest of your life?
I need to pay attention because there's a billion fucking folks. I hate you all. I hope you drown except for me because I want to live. Fuck you all.
Hey.
Oh, not you guys.
While it is completely chaotic, yes, traveling through Miami on the water is a drastically different experience than being on land. There is a stunning contrast between the flowing, ever-changing ocean water and the permanent upward awesomeness of the metropolitan sky.
Hey, you ready to go for a swim?
I'm down. You want to dive on the anchor?
Yeah.
You want to swim?
Let's go swim.
Let's swim it. I forgot to turn on the microphone for this clip, so I'm sure whatever we were saying was completely profound, but I suppose some things are better lost in the moment. Being the type of people who enjoy ritual and tradition, even if we might not stick to it for more than a couple of instances, we busted out our bottle of port to make a toast and to give thanks for a safe passage from Fort Lauderdale down the ICW. Only a few weeks earlier, our boat had been covered in ice, and even though we needed wetsuits to be comfortable during our sunset swim, it felt great to be in the water, even with the low visibility. So we had our first swim a little bit ago. It was really good. We did dive on the anchor, and we could see down, 2 feet in front of us? Maybe a little bit more.
4 feet.
4 feet. It was clear about a foot in front of you. I mean, it's Miami. What do you expect? It's but I mean, it was nice to get in the water for the first time. Allie and I both wore wetsuits. Michael was tough and didn't need to wear his. Maybe he's just a little cray-cray. I felt good in my wetsuit. So, yeah, it's beautiful here, though.
It was awesome. First time in a month I've been able to swim. What?
My hair hurts.
Your hair?
Oh. Salty.
What do you mean? We had dropped anchor in Miami Marine Stadium. The stadium opened in 1963. It's a large U-shaped arena that hosted concerts, boat races, and even held boxing matches. It closed in 1992, and since being abandoned, it's been used as an anchorage for traveling boats. On this particular night, the weather was beautiful. The Miami skyline was enchanting. The way the city lights danced across the water had us all mesmerized and feeling great. Or maybe it was the port wine that gave us the warm and fuzzies. Either way, it was completely beautiful. I think Allie was really enjoying being on the boat.
I am in Miami in the middle of January in shorts after I just swam.
It's warm?
I mean, I had a wetsuit on, but yeah, it was warm. Temperature's warm. Learning how to sail through experiencing it, watching. Views like this.
Our anchor was securely set, so we knew we were in for a good night's sleep. Before bed, vegan cheeseburgers were prepped on the grill, and it was time to wind down before the long day of sailing that lay ahead of us. A 20-knot northeastern breeze accompanied the sunrise. Perfect conditions for downwind sailing from Miami to Key Largo through the Biscayne Bay. Multiple pods of dolphins invited us along for a cruise through their home waters, and we gladly accepted. Although the breezy 70-degree weather was a bit chilly compared to the day before, we all agreed it was way better than being home in the Midwest.
Sunshine! Nobody can hear me! This is great!
The Biscayne Bay is a perfect cruising ground for beginners. It is relatively protected, shallow, but not shallow enough to be an issue, and it is much less congested than the waters around Miami.
Look, something incredibly important! I'm gesturing dramatically. Oh, the sail!
The boat cruised along at 6 knots under sail alone, and soon we were closing in on Key Largo. We had officially made it to the Florida Keys. So you're getting in the water again?
Yeah,
Why?
you know, retrieving things. Breton dropped a bolt that's necessary for an outboard motor to work.
So I dropped the other one of these bolts right here, would probably cost $5 million from Yamaha. It fell. It was sitting right here. It literally fell right down that hole right there. So we're gonna try to find it.
We got about a 1 in a billion chance of finding this.
What, Allie?
What if that hole goes to the bottom of the boat?
It doesn't. It goes. I'll show you when we get in the water.
Can you not film me because I'm naked?
As the boat slowly pivoted back and forth on the anchor, we hoped to glimpse the shiny bolt in the silty mud. We never did find that bolt, but it was a learning experience for all, and tomorrow was a new day. Hey, it's Brenton from Rite of Passage. Michael and I are in the process of getting rid of everything we own and moving on to sailing vessel Rite of Passage 2, a boat which you're yet to be introduced to. We can use all the help we can get, whether it's subscribing as a Patreon or simply sharing our story or videos. We are constantly on the lookout for crew. So if you're looking for an adventure in 2019, get on our website and fill out a contact form.